This next match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Well, it's time to keep the action moving here, Maestro, with our next singles matchup here.
I'm ready.
Young Mighty Joe competing one-on-one against the returning Suge D.
Lord Dunkerton. He's been gone for a while.
Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 218 pounds, from San Junipero, by way of the Milky Way Ghetto, the Black Flag, Suge D!
The Black Flag, of course, a member of the Good Hand, has had quite a long absence due to Simon Sermon, of course, wanting him to learn a lesson, if you will. And he's been pretty fired up backstage. He was griping and finally glad he's back here after missing out on a bunch of paychecks and falling in the rankings here in CEW.
Cut that music, please.
Oh, and now he's got the mic.
I've been gone for 4 or 5 months. Yeah, about that. I'm back on my job, but at the same time, screw every last one of you.
Wow.
Black Flag. No love lost. And I'm not talking about
And
the Carcass
his
song.
opponent.
Black Flag. Shout out Henry Rollins. Speaking of Henry Rollins, here comes a real savage animal.
The wild man from Savannah, Georgia, Young Mighty Joe!
For those of you at home, I did just speak gorilla to Young Mighty Joe. I wished him a very intense, a very competitive match.
The Savannah back here at the VFW in Savannah, Georgia. And the whole crowd is speaking Joe, it sounds like, as they grunt along with Young Mighty Joe.
You know, Lord Dunkerton, I gotta give it to him. I really dig the new tights. Those are awesome looking.
Well, as much fun as this crowd's having right now, you see the look on Suge D's face.
No fun.
He's not having any of it.
No joy. The only thing I see in his face is enmity.
He has not broken eye contact with Young Mighty Joe. And of course, I'm talking about Suge D here since Joe entered the ring. And there's the bell from our official, Jesse B.
The unorthodox fighting style of Joe on display for everybody to see.
Those animal-like instincts of Young Mighty Joe, and you see Suge D just wiping his feet at Joe.
A sign of disrespect.
Is he yelling at us? We didn't book this match. I don't know why he's yelling at us.
Well, he's a mean man. He's got a bleeding skull on his pants.
Says he's back after 4 or 5 months, and this is what they give him here. Of course, referring to Young Mighty Joe. Joe charges into a front face lock on Suge D. Suge D driving Joe back into the corner. Now relinquishes the front face lock.
And Joe is no slouch. I realize he is unusual, but he is also savage. He's also deadly. I can't, it's my job to talk.
The crowd here in Savannah just kind of grunting along with Joe and getting under the skin of Suge D here. Collar and elbow lockup as Joe transitions into a side headlock there on Suge.
There we go. He's looking great.
Surprisingly, the smaller Young Mighty Joe trying to match Suge strength for strength here.
It's all about the center of gravity. He is the shorter man, so he does have the advantage when it comes to maneuvering larger opponents around.
But you see Suge now with that arm wringer, now back in control.
Oh, he's going over the fingers.
Oh, and he's just standing right on the hand of young Mighty Joe.
Listen to the yelps of that wounded animal.
Oh, my goodness. He might have broken his hand there, Maestro.
His paw.
And the crowd all over Suge D right now.
And I think that's exactly what he wants.
You see the ha-ha-ha's written all over his tights, and he's just laughing at this crowd. Joe back up, though.
The
Charges
smack
in.
talking continues inside the ring as well as the fisticuffs.
Back to the collar and elbow. Suge D takes Joe back into the ropes. Oh! Nothing good about that forearm. That forearm shivered right to the jaw.
Somebody get his jaw out of the second row back there. Stop being a cartoon character, he says.
Leapfrog. Monkey flip. How about that from young Mighty Joe?
Doesn't look too cartoonish to me.
An abdominal stretch here from the Savannah.
Destroy those ribs, Joe.
And now just beating on the ribs there of Suge D. Like a bongo drum almost.
Just look at the physique of Joe. That kid has no body fat on him. He exists in the wild.
Yeah, Suge D, very frustrated here. You heard him say, stop acting like a cartoon character. And now Suge is just fired up. He's living. He's done with playing around here, Maestro.
You know, I think he's realizing he shouldn't have taken Joe so lightly, because Joe, as we've seen over the months, is not a cartoon character.
Oof. I tell you what, Suge D all over Joe right now. Face first right into the steel ring post.
The old Teku from Tag Team Wrestling.
Suge D back now. Oh, and a kick right to the back of the head. The head into the ring post one more time for good measure.
Trying to crush the skull of Joe. I definitely appreciate the intention, because that's what combat is all about, but, you know, that could cause some lasting damage.
The veteran, Suge D, rolling in to break up the referee's 10 count. And then back to the outside to continue this attack on young Mighty Joe. Oh, man, no, a scoop and a slam right there on the floor.
Not even in the ring. It hurts to get slammed in the ring, but it is even worse when that happens outside.
Suge D with some words there for young Mighty Joe.
The ferocity in his face shows that the absence was not empty-minded vacancy.
Suge tells the referee to keep counting here. He's gonna be fine with just a 10 count here, a count out win. With this crowd trying to rally behind the Savannah. And they bring Joe back to his feet. Now look at Suge just in the corner. All nonchalantly, he moves that top rope. And the rope comes out from under the feet there of young Mighty Joe. Oh my goodness, what a kick to the side of the head.
You know, Joe he's such an unorthodox person, but at the same time, I think Suge has been wrestling so long that he may just know every trick that Joe's got.
And now he's just trying to choke out Joe right now. Cutting off that air supply, that airflow. He's trying to put young Mighty Joe to sleep. And Joe's fading fast, Maestro.
There's not much you can do when you have arms like that around your throat, cutting off the wind, cutting off the blood supply to the brain, the heart.
Well, somehow Joe's back up to his feet and firing away with some elbows right to the midsection.
Pure animalistic ferocity.
Suge still maintaining that grasp. Oh, but finally.
It took everything he had, but he got out of that move, and he threw Suge right face first into the corner.
Big collision there. Another uppercut.
And a headbutt.
Mighty Joe and a headbutt and a shoulder right to the midsection. Well, I tell you what, man. Young Mighty Joe, you cannot count this kid out.
I was going to say it's like he awoken the animal in him, but he's been there the whole time.
Ooh.
Oh, overhand chop by Joe.
What seemed like Suge D wanted Joe to stop playing around And I'd say he's done playing around, Maestro.
Absolute ferocity.
Suge back up. And a headbutt from Suge D, but he got more staggered than Joe did.
Look at Joe! What is his skull made out of?
My goodness.
It's like his the bone structure of his skull is twice as dense as a normal human's.
Both of these men rocking each other with these headbutts. Joe with the side headlock. Oh! Maybe looking for a bulldog, but he gets sit into the corner. Sternum first.
Oh, he ducked the clothesline.
Discus lariat attempt there, but Suge D missed. And now off the rope into that bulldog. And Joe caught all of it. Pin attempt here on Suge D.
2.
Ooh, but just a 2 count. Suge fires up the left shoulder.
D is now learning that he definitely should not have taken Joe at such a disadvantage earlier. He came in ready to manipulate, ready to humiliate. But look what's happening. Joe is a warrior. We have seen this day in, day out over the months. He may be unusual.
Oh, now wait a second. Did he just spit in his face?
Hello, Slayer. Hello, chemical warfare.
Complete lack of class here. And the disrespect from Suge D. And Young Mighty Joe taking exception here and just firing away with a flurry of offense on Suge, with the referee now reprimanding Young Mighty Joe. Joe charges back in. Another big splash in the corner.
I'm loving this. Yeah, beat the brakes off of him, knock his head off of his shoulders, and then throw it in his stomach. Yeah, come on.
Now wait a second. With the referee, his vision looking the other way there, a shot to the eyes it looked like from Suge D.
Wait a minute.
Oh no.
Now I saw that. The feet were on the rope.
Winner of the match, Suge D.
Well, Suge D stealing the victory here tonight with his feet clearly on the ropes, just out of view of our official, Jesse B.
Tonight, that D stands for dominant because he won the match.
Sounds a little more like the D stands for disrespect, because the entire match he showed nothing but disrespect there to Young Mighty Joe. Joe gave Suge D all he can handle, and I feel like Suge knew he had the match lost if he didn't cheat and put his feet on the ropes.
I acquiesce to your point of greater logic.
The crowd all over Suge D here, and absolutely livid are the CEW faithful here in Savannah.
Okay, Joe's all right. Thank goodness.
Well, Suge D is back in CEW after a lengthy hiatus, if you will, and he comes back with a big win here over Young Mighty Joe.
With intention.
Well, fans, we got a lot more to come here tonight at CEW March Melee.